We're excited to let you guys know that we are going to be going to the LZ World Tour event at Calder Park Raceway.
Yeah, that's sick. So I just need some like really chrome wheels on this.
If you're watching this in the future, hopefully the weekend went really well and we had a great time. This week, like this event, is no joke. It's our biggest week yet. We've done this a couple of times already, but mainly locally. We're not just taking a car, we're not just having a presence there, we're actually trying to do a properly full retail store of products, merchandise, advice, and the opportunity to sign up for something that I've been working on for quite a while in the background, and that is to become actually part of this community online and join our mailing list. That is the first step. After that, we're actually going to have an online area where we can have members that join us, and then eventually we're going to move to actually doing some in-person stuff with some restoration work as well. We just trialed that out this week in the spray shop and it went really well. That is something we're super excited to share with you once we refine the offer there too. No time to delay, I got to get stuck right into it. And so that means we got to pull our finger out, start getting these front bags sorted out so we can get that to drop down. Let's get into it. Crazy. Fuckers are tight. Oh, shit. I'll leave it a bit longer. Oh, holy shit, man. I'm not too sure where the video dropped out, but we had a bit of a shit fight getting it all apart. As you can see though, it is apart now. We got to cut some stuff out of that area to get the bag to sit up inside, properly up in there. That's the spindle. You can see I had one bolt here rusted in place. That's for the steering arm. Once the bag goes in, drop spindle goes in, it all goes back together. Happy days. The hole, which you can see is hacked apart there. That section of the rail cut out. As you saw, I sort of welded the seam back together where it was cut so that it's at least held together nice and strong. It's going to do the job what we needed to do. We're going to get our bag up in there now, then we can put our drop spindle on. Whew, okay, so the bag is in. That is, yeah, chopped around the top. It's bolted in at the bottom onto the control arm. It's bolted in at the top. I had a slight mishap where I snapped stud on the base plate. You can see it's welded in. So I'll have to fix that up for the other side before the other side goes in. Yeah, buddy! So it's tucking the wall in the front. It's dragging the flap. Man, that's cool. There's been some work progress this morning. Basically, I've got the passenger side all apart. All the trimmings done from the chassis rail. Removed the studs from here. Lessons were definitely learnt from side number 1. I'm just about to weld this new stud back on. Right, so I've just finished doing the passenger side, but the issue is now I can't get the jack out. Got the system pumping up some air so that I can lift it and get the jack out. We put 2-inch blocks in. We had removed a bunch of stuff and whatever, but if we go a 4-inch block, maybe we'll just get that extra couple of inches of height. There's this bump stop here, right above the tail shaft, which you can see has grease on it. Has come from that diff that's leaking. So in theory, if I take that out, then get the wheels up a bit higher, we'll obviously have the height we're looking for. It's rear bags. We got our big blocks in. You guys ready for this? You can see the diff tube and the U-bolts are sitting on the chassis rail. No more to give, which means if we're going to get it to sit level and lower, we have to notch the chassis. So at which point I'll put the different diff in it, because this is still the factory diff. And you can see how leaky boy it is under here. And we got our bracket set. Ground back a bit of paint. I'm going to grind back this centre bit so I can run weld on the underside here. I've used a couple of self-tappers to hold it in place. It comes powder coated, and I think it's designed to be just bolted into the chassis, but I kind of thought this would be better anyway. And then once I get the bracket in place, I can put the lower bracket here on the diff tube.
Yeah.
So I don't claim to be any sort of great fabricator, because that is definitely not who I am, but that is welded in there. I've probably got 2 decent welds on it on the side here. Lying on the floor on jack stands, what are we, probably 2 feet off the ground here maybe. I got my head resting against this thing because I can't see anything. Bag brackets are on the chassis both sides. We're just doing the bag bracket onto the back of the diff now. Get them in and we'll hope for the best.
Energy, one. To the energy, one.
Throw some paint on them. I'm gonna bolt some bags into them and then hook some lines up so that we can get this bad boy on the ground again.
Two bars, flows too fast. Two constellation and stars. Two laughs, two hearts. And it's rolling straight off the Mars. Two bars, flows too fast. Two constellation and stars. Two laughs, two hearts. And it's rolling straight off the Mars. When the energy's right, I follow the.
That, dear friends, is a success.
Don't worry, there's no test to pass. Just live, stop taking, just learn to give. Stop blaming them and learn to forgive. I'll carry on doing my thing. I'll carry on doing my thing till we turn into a myth.
It was killer. Even cold, it was good. You know, we'll get it done.
Energy, one. To the energy.